In the heart of the 20th century, a tense standoff unfolded in the sands of Egypt, a nation steeped in ancient history yet entangled in modern geopolitics. The year was 1956, and the players were Egypt, Britain, and France, three nations bound by a shared past, but finding themselves on opposing sides of a crisis that would forever change the balance of power in the Middle East. Egypt, under the leadership of Gamal Abdel Nasser, had nationalized the Suez Canal, a strategic waterway that had been under British and French control since its construction in the 19th century. Nasser's move was a bold declaration of Egyptian sovereignty, a rejection of the colonial past that lingered like a specter over the nation. For Britain and France, the nationalization was more than just a loss of business, it was a threat to their influence in the region. The Suez Canal was a vital artery for global trade, and its control had long been a symbol of their imperial might. The sudden loss of that control was a blow to their egos and their geopolitical ambitions. In response, Britain and France, along with Israel, launched a covert operation to reclaim the canal. On October 29, Israeli forces invaded the Sinai Peninsula, drawing Egyptian forces away from the canal. On the same day, British and French forces invaded Egypt from the east and west, aiming to seize the Suez Canal. The world watched in shock as the crisis escalated. The United States, fearing a wider war in the Middle East, pressured Britain and France to withdraw. The Soviet Union threatened to intervene on Egypt's behalf. The United Nations condemned the trio's actions, calling for an immediate withdrawal. In the face of international outrage and mounting pressure, Britain and France reluctantly backed down. On November 6, they agreed to a United Nations peacekeeping force to oversee the Suez Canal's operation. The crisis had ended, but the scars it left ran deep. The Suez Crisis marked the end of an era of British and French imperial dominance in the Middle East. It marked the rise of Nasser and Arab nationalism. It marked a new era of superpower rivalry, with the United States and Soviet Union jockeying for influence in the region. Above all, it marked a turning point in history, a moment when the old order was shattered and a new one was born. The echoes of the Suez Crisis still resonate today. The Suez Canal remains a vital artery for global trade. Egypt remains a powerful player in the Middle East. And the lessons of the Suez Crisis about sovereignty, about power, about the price of colonialism remain as relevant today as they were in 1956.